Well, I decided to start off my vlog with some sort of skit or another, and then realized that what had happened was I was still lying in bed and hallucinating, and, well, what can I say? Heroin packs a hell of a punch. Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It's still, well, it's dark-ish. It's getting light at 7:46, which means if I went outside, it'd be a lot lighter than it looks through my window. You know, it's 7:45. It was about 6-ish when I woke up, and then I did a lot of things today, just stuff. I mean, I swept my bathroom and cleaned up the garbage and did a bunch of little stuff like that. And so it's late. But it was raining hard. Oh, my pretty pictures. My apologies. Ah. What was I saying? Oh, yes, it was raining. It was raining hard this morning, and it was raining hard last night, which is why I didn't go walkies, and along with a couple things. I mean, I got walkies the night before, so I wasn't all that worried about whether or not I was going walkies tonight. Just remember, as a quick thing, 150 minutes not hours, minutes of moderate exercise per week, and see if you've done your week, count back 7 days from the moment you want to check. And if you don't have 150 in that 7 days going backward, you're behind and need to start today. But I didn't go walkies last night, and let's see, my kitty has found a new sleeping place. She knocked all my stuffed things out of there. She's knocked over the books and stuff, and she sleeps right there on that shelf. She's an interesting individual of a kitty cat. I mean, she spent days and days and days just planted on my lap and not moving even a little bit. And before that, I mean, she slept on the floor, on hamster cages, on just wherever. Now it's the shelf. So I just thought I'd show you because that was funny. She's a silly kitty, and she pulls down my stuffed things here, and I found her climbing back in this area. And while I don't like finding my stuff knocked over and pushed around, she lives here too. Oh, might as well go on this one then. Spider Chronicles. The one big spider that's had her web over her orb above the window over there is still there, doing well. She occasionally pulls her web down and then puts it back up. Generally, spiders do that every 24 hours. They pull their entire web down and then they put up an entire new one. Except for the cobweb ones. I'm talking just about the orb weavers. And in the far corner, the little tinier one that has moved in, she's doing fine. I haven't really seen her get anything to eat. No bugs flying into her nest, or web. But the one up there, I've seen her eating, so thumbs up. I also have, there's another spider up there and another one down there. They're the really tiny body with the huge long legs types. Really, I've got 4 spiders in here, and that's okay, that I can see, that I know of. Remember, just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. There's jumping spiders, wandering spiders, spiders that put cobwebbed stuff up. So there's spiders everywhere, and they're everywhere. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. It just means you can't see the ones that are there. But that's fine. I mean, spiders, they're good. They're definitely a thumbs up. Now, did I do anything special last night? Well, I didn't do anything special, but I did write down some topics. Like this one. It was so annoying. So annoying. I will eat in here, right in front of my keyboard and my monitors, put my stuff on my lap, pull back far enough I can set things on my lap, that sort of thing. I'll eat while I'm doing things. I'll eat while I'm working. I'll eat while I'm watching videos. I'll eat while I'm playing a game. I don't eat often or much, except when I have junk around to graze on, and then it's just nothing special. But this was a bowl of chili with some cheese added into it, and then some hot sauce and a little bit of salsa. So it was good, and I was eating it, and then the next thing I knew, I can't remember what I was doing, but I kind of lost my grip and it started to slide and it was going to fall onto the floor. So I grabbed it. Enough momentum that about a quarter of it came out of the bowl and went whapped. And it didn't go whap. It went, of the quarter of the bowl that came out, about a third of it went spatch onto the keyboard. About a third of it went splop onto my keyboard garage because one of my housemates gave me one of their desk type things, and then it had a whole bunch of rollers and stuff like that. So it's got a keyboard garage thing. You can slide the thing in and out, and that's what I put my keyboard on. A lot of chili fell on that. I have to clean the floor still. I mean, I cleaned the floor. I got the chili up. I block cleaned it up as best I could, but I need to get like an actual cleaner and go to get all the stuff out that I couldn't get just with, washcloths, wet washcloths, stuff like that. So I had to carefully clean up around the keys as best I could with tissues and pencils to get in there and scoop it and lift. And then I had to pull off a bunch of the keys because I have a mechanical keyboard. It's got like there's a bunch of various types of switches. They're cherry switches, so they look like little crosses that come up as a post out of the bottom of the thing. And then it's got little springs in them and they go tick 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 tick. They're not membrane. I hate membrane / chiclet keyboard things. Ugh. Even when they have things that look mechanical, they're still pressing downward onto a membrane. I'll pay the extra money for a mechanical keyboard. So, because of that, I was able to just pull off all the keys that were surrounded by chili and then scoop up with tissues and a pencil to get in there with the long pencil lid so I could scoop into the tiny spots. And then I cleaned it up as best I could. So, as best I could. You can't just drench it in cleaning materials or just dunk it in water and then have it come out the other side functional. So I cleaned it as best I could. You can't tell by looking. In fact, it looks really good where I cleaned it up. It looks a lot better than the rest of the keyboard because there's a lot of cat hair that's gone underneath the keys. So the keys here, the case is here, and then in the working space where they go bonkety bonkety bonkety, there's a lot of cat hair inside of there. So the area where I had to clean out is really clean. Life has been fun that way. It was joyous. A lot of time spent doing just that. Thumbs up. But I got the floor cleaned up as best as I can get it done. You can't tell by looking on the keyboard garage. You can't tell by looking on the keyboard. Keyboard works great because the only moving part on that thing is when you put the keyboard, like I say, they got like this cross that comes up out of the base, and it moves up and down. You just have the keys, they have the little cross hole in them, so you set it on the post, press it down, and it just goes smudge, and then it's a key that's on the post after that. So you just lift it off, push it back on. And as long as the chili is not in that area where the post is going up and down, we're good. And with the shape of the keys and the bases are raised, the chili was like a magma that had flowed around the base of these things. So it got into nothing. Thank goodness for that. But still, it was joyous. It was fun. Let's see if I have anything else written down there. Oh, it was like walkies and the fact that I hadn't gone on walkies. Because, well, lots of reasons, but as stated, it's been raining hard and a lot of late. And my shoes are unfortunately getting old. My sister gave them to me some time back, over a year now. And they're great shoes. I mean, I don't know where she bought them. They're awesome. Usually when I wear shoes, I wear out the soles. I'll have holes on the front of the shoe, the ball of your foot, the front where you walk, it'll put a hole in there. I'll wear out a side of the sole because I generally don't walk flat. I kind of walk like a duck. Even though that's gotten better, I'll try to come back to that. it'll wear off the soles. I've been wearing these things except when I use my hiking boots, like last winter when it was snowing so much and there was ice everywhere. I used the hiking boots for that. But for these, I wear them every other time I don't wear my hiking boots. And so the front, where my toes press up against, it's separating, and there's getting to be holes, and there's creases and wrinkles, so the material is stressed and there's getting to be holes. They're falling apart that way, but the soles are perfect. You can't even tell that. You can tell, but they're not worn down like usual. They're still a flat surface. Very, very high quality shoes for all that they probably cost, like $35, maybe, but still, they are excellent shoes. Definitely a thumbs up on that. There was something else I was going to say on that, but I can't remember what. Oh yes, I was talking about talking like a duck. Talking like a duck, walking like a duck. It used to be that my feet always were like this when I went out walking. They weren't straight. I don't have... When you're supposed to stand at attention and such, when you're in the military, you got to have your heels together, 45-degree angle. Well, guess what? Well, your feet at a 45, not straight ahead. You keep your heels together. That was really easy for me because that's what my feet do. Right? They go like that. I walk like a duck. Over the years, especially since moving here, my feet, as I've gone walking, have gone, and they're pulled forward now. So when I go walkies, at least for walkies, I'm actually walking normal. And my stance has really gotten pulled back in, and I don't know why or how. I'm glad. Definitely a thumbs up. You don't want to walk like a duck. I mean, I come down on the outside of my, like if this is my right foot, I come down on the outside to the right, and then I push off to the inside of it when I walk, because, you come down like this, and you roll. And that's not the way your foot's supposed to go. And so thank goodness my walk has gotten better. Definitely a thumbs up. Past the ow. I've mentioned before how normally your thoracic vertebrae, which is, your ribs come out of it, curves like this. If you're facing in that direction, they curve this way, and then your neck curves like this, and then comes up again like that, and then there's your skull. And my neck, unfortunately, because of a whole bunch of things, it comes up and out of the thoracic vertebrae and then just comes out like that. And so my head's out here on the end of a crane instead of sitting up here on the top of a pole. It's not that bad like that, but it's like instead of being up like this with the nice curves, I'm still pushed out like this. And that's a lot of stress on my neck, and so occasionally, and I pull back as best I can most of the time, but my posture and my skeletal structure, because of my scoliosis, helps jut my neck forward, so that's fun. And so because of that, I'll occasionally make a movement, but because my head's pulled way forward, it really just goes, and that was what happened there, so thumbs up. I can't even remember what I was going to say, but that's okay. Primarily, I was just going to say now, after that, not what I was going to say, but going to say now because I forgot what I was going to say, that I do have plans and such for recording, and that's a good thing, but for right now, it's going to be a short vlog today. Not a whole lot to say. It's Monday, and I've got things I got to do, so hopefully I'll get at least some of them done. That would be good. And then hopefully go walkies tonight at some point. And if it stops raining, you grab my camera and take it out, because I don't have a cell phone. I can't just do like other people do and record with their cell phone. I don't have a cell, and even if I did have a cell, my standalone camera is a lot better than the camera that comes on that. So, convenience, but yay. So, anyway though, this time I have opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Good comment, bad comment, and different comment. I don't read the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thank you for having left a comment. Thumbs up each one I do, but for right now, whether, again, good, bad, or indifferent, just thank you for having left a comment. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and of course it is arranged because even though I can't American Sign Language, well, you've already seen me get lost once. So let me call on my Chrome. We have Sir Fast Fingers, thumbs up and thank you. Kieran Slipknot, Iowa fan, thumbs up and thank you. And Mayune A, I bet I'm nowhere close, but thank you so very much. 1969 Grasshopper, thumbs up, thank you very much. ASAP Frostbite, greatly appreciated. You want that? Underscore? Well, sometimes I want that, but not always. But thank you very much. And Kathy Kitcat, thumbs up and thank you. Gaelic K Pantohan, thumbs up and thank you. Hopefully I'm close. Jonathan Roy, thumbs up and thank you. Ricky LaFleur, thumbs up, and hopefully, Rasmus Lantau, greatly appreciated. May Well, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, greatly appreciated. Divine Right, thumbs up and thank you. Blur's World, that is a very good game, isn't it? Totoro Kid, greatly appreciated. Colin Reisenauer, thank you so much. And yes, I'm going to be reading them, do not worry. Lil Yeetus, thumbs up and thank you. Alien 2004, thumbs up and thank you. Esau Nagar, thank you very, very, very much. Norm67, good to see you in the comments. Thank you very, very much. Tommy Matthews, thumbs up and thank you. Ollie B, greatly appreciated. Bailey Snyder, thumbs up and thank you. And then last but not least, Russian Timing. Yay! Thank you all so very, very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. As stated before in some video or another, I couldn't tell you when or where, I'm a talker. I have to talk, and I don't have any face-to-face meet space friends, so this allows me to talk, to bubble sort my brain, to get my brain functional. On days that I don't talk, I am wasted. I am nothing. I can't do it. So thank you, each and every one of you. Oh, as a real quick aside, I watch this one person who does like Tumblr dives, and she's interesting. You know, she's interesting. But one of the deep dives they did was on those worms on a string. And it was all about worm on a string. And apparently there's a huge worm on a string community out there. And I looked at those and I went, that's really silly. And so I added some worms on a string to my Amazon wish list. I don't know how to pronounce the name properly, but Manreed bought me a whole package of worms on a string. So later on, I'm going to open these up and we're going to play with some worms on a string. So definitely cool. Thank you very, very much. I asked for silly things and non-silly things. Thank you so much for having bought one of the silly things. It is appreciated very, very much. Well, hopefully I have an intro on the video or an outro. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do. I'm not quite sure if I've got time. It's after 8 o'clock. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, if I do anything at all. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I have this video. I've got some video I got to record. I got all sorts of videos that I need to do. Song mutilations, ASMR, WNKLV. So much. So you take care, and hopefully I'll get some of it done.